Hey guys, welcome back to Passion Fruit. And today we are doing something different. We're not doing anything One Piece related at all because the chapter this week was kind of whatever. It was good, Marco stuff, great, but people who probably click on the video don't even care. We're talking about Pixar tier list times. The tier list I found actually is in Spanish, all the titles are. But I rechanged the names of it. It was like normal, like S plus, S tier, A. I changed them to names and like categorized them. So we got best Pixar movie. So I'm gonna choose one at the end. I think I already have one in mind. We got top tier, great, good, which might be a little iffy. We'll see. And then we got which is kind of like it's not bad. I don't dislike it, but it's kind of like whatever. And then we have actual bad. Which I have an idea what could go in there too. Yeah. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get right into the news. Alright, we're going to start off with the first good way to start, Toy Story. The first Toy Story, it's good. It's good. It's neither absolutely phenomenal, and it's neither also not bad. It's just good. Could be great, but like I said, these two kind of are muddy. But it's good. It's good. Let's just move on to Up. The next one up here. Up is great. I like Up significantly more than Toy Story, but I don't think it's top tier. I mean, the beginning's great. It kind of gets muddy in the middle, and then the end sequence is kind of like, whoa, in the plane. I like that, but like I said, Toy Story 3. Let's move on to Toy Story 3. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about Up. It's a good movie. It's a great movie, in fact, but I don't think it's top tier. It's definitely not my best Pixar movie, in my opinion. So let's move on to Toy Story 3. I think Toy Story 3 is the best Toy Story movie, by far. But I still think it's great. I think Toy Story 3 is the most interesting story-wise. It has me sucked in more. The coming-of-age story. I love it. I love Toy Story 3. It's a great movie. I don't think it's top tier. I think top tier I'm going to try to keep small. But yeah, Cars 2. Is this Cars 2? I think so. This is Cars 2. This might be because of my age, and you guys might be mad, but Cars 2 isn't that bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's and like it's like watchable. I don't think it's absolutely awful like people say. It does focus on a character that it shouldn't be the main character, but is by Mater, get her done type dude. But still, Mater's good in the movie. I actually don't think he's that bad, and he's not like ripping jokes 24/7. Like you got some like emotional moments there. So Ghost Story 2 is just It isn't bad. Brave is bad though. I don't like Brave. I don't like Brave's just boring. It bored me. I got bored of Brave, which is not a thing that usually happens with Toy Story. I mean, not Toy Story movies. Pixar movies. I don't get bored. That's something I can say about a lot about most Pixar movies, except for Brave. Brave, I got bored. Monsters University. Monsters University is great. I love Monsters University. It's fun. I think it's interesting how they decided to put them in university at around the same time the people who watched it when they were kids probably entered university. I think that's very smart. I don't know if they probably did intend that. It is Pixar. They are very smart people there working there. Yeah, I love the movie's fun. It has yeah, that's a good way to describe it. It's just fun. It's fun to watch. I have a good time. And yeah, Inside Out or Del Rivers. Inside Out. I've watched Inside Out a couple times. And my opinion on Inside Out. I haven't thought about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it in good. I think it can get a little annoying at times. Amy Poehler's great. I think definitely gets emotional, but I don't like the girl. I think she's kind of annoying. The other emotions are fun, but kind of, I don't know. I think it's just like they have one personality trait, which is because they are personality traits. So, or just emotions, I guess, not personality traits. So it kind of gets like, but still, it's a good movie. It's good. It's nothing great though. The Good Dinosaur. I'm surprised I remember the name correctly. The Good Dinosaur, or whatever the fuck this is called in Spanish. It's eh. It's eh. I didn't hate it. I got a little bored, not gonna lie, watching the movie. It seemed, the early drafts of the movie seemed a lot more interesting. And I wish they stuck with it, but they did not. But that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, The Good Dinosaur, I don't know. I think they could have done a lot better with it. It's still a fun movie. I didn't hate it. But Finding Dory is a good movie. Finding Dory is a really good movie. I think maybe it would be higher if my little cousins didn't watch the movie on repeat all the time when it first came out. That kind of made it annoying a little bit. But it's still a really fun movie, and it's kind of the same formula that happened with Mater and Cars 2, but done significantly better. And I mean, it's a beautiful movie to watch and see. The story is actually pretty entertaining, and like, you don't know what really was going to happen. So yeah. Cars 3 is, I know people love Cars 3, at least in my friend group. I think it's eh. I think it is better than Cars 2, but it's still not on the same tier as these movies. Definitely not these movies. So I think, yeah. Yeah, Cars 3 is kind of just whatever. It's kind of, it bores me, and I'm saying kind of a lot. I know that. The villain bores me. That movie doesn't bore me. The villain bores me. The dynamic between Lightning McQueen and that other girl car was kind of interesting. It was fun to see, and him passing the torch was fun to watch, but wasn't anything special. It wasn't good. It was okay, which is kind of what is another word name for the category is okay. Yes, okay. Coco is top tier. Coco's the first top tier. I love Coco. I love watching Coco. It's fun. The characters are well written. Beautiful movie. Stylistically, love it. The shots in Coco too. The shots in Coco are just absolutely phenomenal. I love them. Well shot, well animated movie. Love Coco. Moving on. Bugs Life. Don't like Bugs Life. Bugs Life, kind of overrated. I think that's one of the more overrated Pixar movies. Is A Bug's Life, because it's not that great. I think as a little kid when I watched this movie, I didn't think it was bad, but I just didn't get attached to it at all. I think I don't really remember any of the characters so well. I don't really remember what really happens in the movie. And then I rewatched it, and now that I'm a little older, and then still nothing too special in the movie. Incredibles 2 is great. Yes, Incredibles 2 is great. It's really fun. They spent their time with it, which is people probably were like mad about that, how much time they took to make it, but they did a really good job. I think they definitely, it was worth the wait. It was really well done. I heard someone say they didn't like it at all, and they still like Incredibles 1. But I think the second one complements the first movie so well, and it continues the story in a really... I mean, it starts where it left off, technically. So, I like the movie a lot. Toy Story 4 is good. Toy Story 4 is better than the first one. That's probably bad to say. I don't know. It might be better than the first one. I don't know. Toy Story 4 is not needed. I can tell you that. It's not needed movie. Unneeded at all, actually. Yeah, it's just not a needed movie. It's kind of... Why is this movie existing type thing? I think it makes me sad that Woody didn't find a home with the girl after Andy, sacrificed giving her Woody, even though he wasn't going to originally. I think that bummed me out how they did that, but I mean, like, overall the movie is really fun. Yeah, it's also the reason why Ann Perkins character, or not Ann Perkins, that's the character's name. I don't actually remember the actress's name right at the moment, but that's why Ann Perkins left Parks and Rec to write this, which also bums me out. It kind of makes it probably less than great. So yeah, moving on. Onward is the best movie Pixar has ever made. No, it's just kidding. I haven't seen it. That's the only one I haven't seen. Only Pixar movie I haven't seen. I don't know why I haven't seen it. Just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know. It came out at a weird time, didn't it? So just never got around to watching it. I plan on watching every Pixar movie ever made. I've decided that when I was like in middle school. So I will adhere to that. Bad is Toy Story 2. Hear me out. Toy Story 2 is not good. It's not. It's not good. It's... First of all, it's boring. I think the movie's boring. I think the villains are poorly written. I think this is also the time where the animation couldn't save it. And because the animation had just not progressed enough. But yeah, the movie's just not fun. I think it introduces good characters, and I think the characters are more fun in the movie after it. Toy Story 3, the cowgirl, whatever her name is a better character in Toy Story 3 than 2, I think. So that's bad. I guess the character you introduce is better in the movie after it than the movie in that she is introduced. So yeah, I just don't like Toy Story 2. I always skip it. I don't know. I don't know if it's blasphemous for me to say that in the religion of Pixar, but I don't like Toy Story 2. But Monsters Inc. is top tier. Top tier Monsters Inc. Of course it is. I mean, what hasn't been said about Monsters Inc.? The characters are great. I love every character is just fun. It's creative. I mean, the doors. Like, what an amazing, just wild concept. That's what Monsters Inc. is. Each scene is fun. Seeing these monsters interact with the girl is just so interesting and was well written, and the animation still holds up a little bit. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is a great movie. It's top tier right there. Nemo. Finding Nemo is great. Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is a little overrated. I'm not gonna lie. But I think it's just a fun adventure, and I mean, characters well made. Just, I don't know. It's just iconic, isn't it? Isn't like an iconic childhood movie Nemo is, like, for everybody, even if they weren't a child when they watched it. So yeah, Incredibles the original is also great. I don't think it's top tier. I think, I don't know. I think Incredibles could, uh, hmm. I think the family, I think characters get a little annoying in Incredibles. I think the villain is absolutely annoying as fuck, which is the whole point of the villain, but it's just, I don't know. I just swore in a Pixar video that was stupid. I could bleep that out. I might not because I'm too lazy. But Incredibles, I think, I don't know. I think the family in some characters get annoying, and that's why it's not top tier. But it's still a great movie. It's still fun to watch. Yeah. Moving on. Cars. Cars is a good movie. Cars is a good movie. I loved Cars growing up, like most children. I don't even like Hot Wheels. I didn't like Hot Wheels growing up. I didn't play with Hot Wheels. I hated them. I don't like playing with cars, but I liked the Cars movie. I think that's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Kachoink. Am I right, gamers? Okay. Ratatouille. Oh, no. Let's skip Ratatouille. WALL-E is top tier. WALL-E is absolutely top tier. It's just amazingly written. It's fun. It's a different concept to what they were doing. It was a silent film for right at the beginning, which is just so creative and fun. I mean, what a masterfully written movie. In like space is always fun, and they nailed it. All the fat people are funny too. All right, Soul is a great movie. I watched it the day it came out, with a friend of mine. I watched it with a friend of mine, and I mean, it's totally left field. I thought the movie would be completely different than what it actually ended up being, and yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it. Maybe it was because I was watching it with my girlfriend, but I don't know. It was just really fun to watch and totally left field. And I mean, Tina Fey does a great job voice acting the cat, which I did not know was Tina Fey until right at the end. I thought that was wild. And I think the dude is Jamie Foxx, right? I think so. Jamie Foxx does a really good job too, and like it's a creative film, and the characters are fun, and the villain isn't really a villain. I think he plays the villain role, of course, but like he's kind of just this goofy dude that you're not really worried about. Kind of similar to I don't know, like the villain in Ratatouille. Basically, he's just this goofy dude that you're not really too scared about. So yeah, I loved Soul, and I had a great time watching it. And top movie Pixar ever made is Ratatouille, so I skipped it. The best movie, it's probably childhood bias completely, but I mean, not really, because it's, I mean, a really well respected, critically acclaimed film. But I love Ratatouille growing up. I watched it all the time. That was my go-to movie. Yeah, I think what to say about Ratatouille. I used to go to a restaurant a lot growing up. My dad, he was a chef, and is a chef. And it kind of gave me the similar vibe to like Ratatouille, and that was always fun to see. And I think Anyone Could Cook was always, and Gusteau and Remy's dynamic was always just great, and Linguini's relationship with whatever her face is interesting to see how it happens. And yeah, I think the music's phenomenal too. Well shot, pretty, like when Pixar's animation started getting really, really good too around that time. Yeah, I love Ratatouille, man. I've loved it since I was probably when it first came out, or I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been watching Ratatouille and absolutely loving it. And yeah, that is my Pixar tier list. You could hate it. You could be Onward be the best one and you never seen Ratatouille. I don't know. But I think I did a pretty good job. I tried to keep the top tier to 3, and I did that. And I mean, it is a little top heavy, but you know, that's just a good, you know, it shows how good Pixar is, which isn't any surprise to most people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you did. And I know this was a little different for this channel so far, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.